Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power, peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. 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 Salute, peace and power to the people of the struggle. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. Salute, salute, salute as you come on in. Please know that this is a safe space. This is a space for truth. Newark, Brick City, what up? We got Jersey in the house. Tierra, we got South Jersey in the house. Bernadette, salute. Junebug, salute. Darrell, peace, salute. Tony G, salute. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space where we encourage intelligence. Know that this is a space where we seek truth. We question, we answer. We seek solution on a path to true liberation. True liberation. I see you, boy. Detroit, the D in the house, LG in the house. Hey, Jay, what up? Peace. Listen, we have no choice but to seek truth. TT, what's good? See you, Santiago. Yeah, you on time. I see it. Mark, what up? So, we see it. GB, peace. Oh, yeah. We are here in class. Let your classmates know. Let them know. We feel great tonight because we are sitting in a space of affirmation. Much appreciated. Well, salute, much appreciated. We are sitting in a time of aspiration and affirmation. Lenny, what up? Huh? The bag. The poison. And I must, before I begin, let people know. If you or anyone you know has an anger management issue, please book an assessment. What you say with me stays with me. Vegas rules. Solid OG rules. And for all of you medical practitioners, HIPAA laws are followed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What you say with me stays with me. So if you are in need of anger management, please reach out to me via social media. If you or anyone you know is in an intimate partner relationship, abusive situation, reach out. If you or anyone you know is in a domestic violence situation, reach out. Reach out. A very clean, clear, and understood therapeutic space. Trust me, it can enhance the quality of your life. If it is too extreme, please dial 911. Okay? That's what you do. but get the help you need. Now, I feel great. I feel great. Because for the longest time that I've been on social media, I haven't had to recant anything. Not even in humor, playing in jest, nothing in all seriousness when it comes to beliefs or strategies. And every time that truth reveals itself, not just my truth, the absolute truth, the laws of nature, every time I feel great, energized, because I know the path, I know the task, I know the mission, I know where I'm at, and I'm good with it. Others are getting real quiet because in all the ignorance, in all the gossip, in all the BS, and they try to formulate, they try to shape into something important when it's really meaningless. I still am able to educate my people and be educated. When people try to push you in a certain direction and you know it's not right and exact, you have to have the discipline to stand firm and tall in your belief system. You have to stand tall on that square because you know that you are right and exact with it. Yeah. So when I say the bag is poison, when I say the bag is poison and nothing good comes from it, nothing good comes from it. When I say, because people get this thing confused, because I was told numerous times from very different spaces, man, you deserve so much for what you say, for the work you do. You need to start putting that in what you're spewing. I said, nah. Because we cannot become information merchants. So for many years, refused to ask for anything. Because I know the very thin line between contradiction and the true meaning of who you say you are. So I said, you know what? Let me see if I ask, I employ, what will happen? So I started using it. Created my own term that nobody else used. Hit the green screen. People to this day, if they new to this class, they will not know what it means. Salute, Hashim. Much appreciated for the green screen. If I tell them that, put it in my language, what's going to happen? And what happened? Nothing. The same as when I wasn't saying it. The same as when I wasn't saying it. So the green screen could never get me a bag, ever. There's no contradiction in it. It's part of the language of this space we in, of this technology we in. This is the basic language. Everything has a language. I told you that. Everything has a slang. The language that you use in the classroom setting, in the DOE, is different from the language in a hospital, in an emergency room. There's different language in Wall Street, boiler rooms where they scam. That language is different from the language in DC in politics. That language is different from the street. The street language is different from the language behind the wall. The language on YouTube or social media is donate, give, donate, give, cash app, give, donate. So in order to be in this space, one would have to be proficient in the language. But me knowing that language amounts to nothing, I don't rely on it. Because this going to be the money bill. This is the money classroom here. This is where we at with it. This has to be. Because your lens has to broaden. Do we understand what lens means? Do we understand the processing of information? Do we understand packaging and marketing? Do we understand where we're going on this trip? Do we understand that? Because my lens may not work for you, just as your lens may not work for me. But it is our duty as educated beings to make an attempt at a balance so we are able to understand one another if we are seeking the true liberation process away from the systems, away from the institutions, and those who seek to oppress us. Are we clear? Or is that too deep? When we speak of the bag, we cannot speak as if the bag hasn't always been here. Let me make that clear. The Revolutionary War was about the bag. The Civil War was about the bag. Every war known to man was over the bag. And we are the bag. Yeah, us. Us, labor. We the bag. Us. We are the bag. But because many don't have the lens to view that, they put their beliefs and ideals and dreams and fantasies in whatever those people tell them is valuable. Okay? Okay? So that's why when we get these brands, it's so easy for us to knock each other head off for it. Right? Because they told you Jordans was valuable. We ran and got Jordans. But Jordans wasn't new. That wasn't new. They told us Jordache jeans was the shit. Yeah. They told us sheepskins. They told us Chinese slippers. Anything new, anything to take you away from yourself and recognizing your value is valuable. So this shit ain't new for me. So let me bring you to my lens, okay? Those who seek to oppress you can only do so by pulling away resources which are used for weapons, which are used to keep those who they call lawmakers, policymakers, lobbyists, and all this other weirdness, to create elements of their institutions that keep you bounded. Yeah. Just like cotton. So when you're in a field and you're picking cotton, and you have somebody say, man, I don't want to pick this damn cotton. Nah. Why am I picking this cotton and getting it to them? Why? Then you have another one say, because that's what we're supposed to do. We are supposed to pick this cotton. And then there's somebody else over there saying, psst, man, listen. I'll show you how to pick the cotton without pricking your finger. And then there's another one that say, yo, man, and you pick 3 of them balls, and then the 4th one you put in your pocket, we could go down the road, and that other man will give us a little bit more for the cotton. So the chase for the cotton, the chase for the nicest price for the cotton, the chase to be around people who won't work you in them fields as long enough to get the cotton is seen as valuable. But you never see and understand that without you picking the cotton, there is no value. Because you are the valuable one. You're the one. The minute you don't pick it, the minute you don't acknowledge the man or groups that are telling you to pick it, is the minute you realize your value. That's when you realize you are the bag. That is consciousness. That is being woke. You are the bag. Now, how much is your bag worth? How much? How much is your bag worth? When you have knowledge of self, you understand because you were born, right? When you come in the understanding of who you are, when you are born, you bring into existence. If you are bringing into existence yourself, who is God, the representation of God in the physical form, your bag is priceless. There's not an element on this planet, there's not an element in the cosmos that they or anyone can compare to who you are. They can't make a mountain of gold worth one of your fingers. They cannot dig a barrel of diamonds worth more than your pinky toe. They cannot drill enough barrels of oil to measure up to your damn elbow. You are priceless. So when you minimize your value, when you minimize your worth, when you minimize the greatness of who you are, because some peasant, because some grafted individual, because some alien form, because some Neanderthal says you are worth nothing, that ain't on them, that's on you, because you lack the confidence to stand tall. So now all these people have been chasing the bag, getting the bag, chasing the bag. And the minute you ask them, what do you need that bag for? Man, I need that bag because, I got to get myself up out my situation. Okay. And then once you get yourself up out the situation, then I'm gonna get myself out the situation, and I'm going, take care, make sure me and mine is good, and then I'm coming back, I'm gonna take care of my community, take care of my hood, because we black, we gotta stand strong and tall together. For what, though? Huh? Cause that's what it is, cause we strong like that. Come on, you know what it is, but I ain't got to tell you, black man. So when we will get the bag, then we can do some things. So they off and running to get the bag that they already got. But they don't know they have the bag. They don't know they are the bag. Neither does that one, neither does that one, neither that. None of them know that they are the bag. So they don't look to each other and see the bag because they don't have that knowledge of self. So they don't see the bag in each other. They see the bag in the divine evil. They see the bag in the euro. That's where they see the bag. So they're off and running. But hold up. Because there's work that needs to be done. Because of the conditions, because of the torture, because of the beatings, because of the miseducation, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And everybody can agree to that. Yeah, we need a lot of work. Y'all people toe up. Oh man, we toe up, man. We need a lot. Everybody can acknowledge that. Okay, so let's start the work. and you slow grinding and get to work. Then they start saying, man, if we had the bag, we could get more work done. So they leave the work. They leave the work in order to get to the bag. But in order to get to that bag that your enemy is dangling in front of you, oh, you got to work. Going to get the bag ain't free. You working to get the bag. Just like on a plantation. Only it was a little different back then. Because you was working back then just to live. They wasn't even giving you no bag. They were whooping your ass if you don't get that cotton. They transformed that and said, nah, work them to death. Yeah. Like LaQuinn Dickey, right? Work them to death. So now, you leave the work of your family. You leave the work of your community. You leave the work of nation building. You leave that to go and work to get to the bag. But as you leave this work, it piles up. You leave the work. You see what happens when sanitation go on strike? That one garbage bag don't just stay there and there's one. The next day, that garbage is 5 bags. And by the end of the week, it's 10 bags. And by the end of the month, it's 40 bags of garbage. So while these niggas is leaving their homes, their communities, and their nation, leaving that work to go get the bag, to work for that, the issues are compiling. The issues are stacking up. Now when they look back, damn, oh, whoa, that's a lot of work. Nah, I ain't going back over there. Let me keep going to get this bag. So they work for the bag. They get their grippers blown out for the bag. They blow out grippers for the bag. They become clowns for the bag. They work for that bag. But they don't make it seem like it's work. But it's work. Some people believe it's rituals that they go through, spooky things that they go through for that bag. It's work. It ain't free. So now the trash has built up. And other people who never left, who know and understand that they don't have to wait for sanitation. Because, shit, if I leave this garbage in front of my house, rodents come. If I leave this, it's gonna stink. It's gonna be a filth. I don't need filth. I can do it on my own. And when the work get done, I'll be better off for it. I don't have to look around. And so we have our communities where we live, where we reside, filled with filth. Filled with it. There hasn't been no one who worked for the bag who has came and put a dent in that garbage. No one. I see Magic Johnson crying today. I'm so proud of myself for owning some. aspirations for the bag. Take nothing from him. Maybe his lens is a little rusty. May not be as clear as many of us. Or maybe we just don't understand his lens. But I do know that nothing that he has owned has changed the conditions of our people. Detroit is in the house. Y'all been in the house since class started. Salute. Has Michigan been better off because he owns these theaters, these Starbucks, these teams? Has Flint water all of a sudden become the best water on the planet? How many basketball stars have we got from Michigan, from Flint, from the D, from Saginaw? Those bags didn't transition to anything beneficial. Key. Crying. Over emotional in front of white folks because you can own a team? Or are you so emotional because you know anything happened to you, they ain't giving it to EJ? Oh, no. It's using it as a point of reference. Not throwing no shots. Understand what I'm saying. So, again, while people have been celebrating, and that's just us. That's just us. Unless you read Forbes magazine, unless you read the New York Times business section, you don't know anything about when them euros get to their bag. You just see it happen. All of a sudden, Uber pops up. Oh, shit. All of a sudden, Amazon pops up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I've been around longer than any of those companies. So all of a sudden, they just pop up. You don't know when they get in the bag. You don't know nothing. But here, in our space, it's well known because it's been weaponized, right? Don't worry about the work. Don't worry about your people. They're going to be all right. We'll take care of them. Or you can come back for them and be philanthropists. Yeah. So the work doesn't get done. And when the work doesn't get done, anybody can get it. No one is exempt. Hear me out. When you're in the community, when you're in the nation, and the nation is filthy, and the community is dirty, and these issues are layered and compounded, no one is exempt from it. Whether you got the bag or not, whether you pledge allegiance to the flag or not, no one is exempt because the work isn't getting done. And when the work isn't getting done, anybody can and will get it. That's just the natural order of things. That's just science and math. When the dog shits on a curb, anybody can step in it. I mean, am I right or wrong? Doesn't matter if you got a bag. Doesn't matter if you got on brand new shoes. It doesn't matter if you got on rejects. If it's shit on the floor, anybody can step in it. Anyone. An elder can step in this shit. A toddler can step in. No one is exempt from the shit. The only way that no one is harmed, that no one slips in it, that no one falls in it, that no one steps in it, the only way to prevent that is to remove the shit when you see it. Other than that, it's equal opportunity shit. Am I making it clear? Am I making it clear? So those who have a different gaze, they have a different lens, who wants to work for the bag instead of working for themselves or the people, when the issues make way to them, what are we supposed to do? We supposed to say, nah, they exempt from that. Really? Really? Why? What gives them the exemption? Right? What? Yeah, that's what I thought. Silence. And now it's the sadness. And now it's the cliches. And now it's the slogans. Tell you something. For 2 years, I worked in the ER. I've heard it all. Specifically for people who are victims of gun violence. I've seen it all. I've held fathers, I've held grandfathers, I've held grandmothers, I've held baby mothers, I've held wives, I've held children. And work hard at it without the bag. And I'm still strong without the bag because the work has to get done. Because if I go for the bag, there is no work getting done. None. So what? Why? And I learned that early on. Sometimes 2 and 3 families come through that emergency room at night. What makes that family any different from that family? So I had to perform my task, my job at healing, at giving condolences, at speaking in a tone for that family the same way I had to do for that family. Because the conditions of our nation, of our community, has no exemption clause. And I work so hard because I love my people, because I have family. So I make sure to put a dent in it. Because I don't have time to chase Whitey and his values. Not for 1 second. Because the minute I'm off post, the minute I'm off code, the very second that I'm not looking, they taking out somebody in my community. So what the hell I look like running around making deals with these motherfuckers? I don't have room for compassion for that shit. I'm a soldier. I watched too many bury sons, daughters, to be concerned with one motherfucker. When you in this class, I've been telling you, we in war. All the ha-ha, all the giggling, all the making an attempt to distract and move around and to flaunt and floss and do all that. What are you doing? What are you doing? We know that. In this class, we don't have room for it. So now, maybe they weren't as woke as we assumed. Maybe they don't have that same lens. Was that my fault? Should I take my foot off the gas pedal because someone isn't as disciplined as I am? No. So let's get to the money. Let's get to the money. Because that's what we're doing, right? Let's get to the money. When I first started on social media, this dude, you see him? That dude was the star. A lot of views, a lot of subscribers, always talked about money and how to get it, and how to fix this, and how to change that, and how to be up. Because we need to do this, because, we know the financial literacy and financial chasing it. So look today, my timeline, a good doctor, the man with the plan to get the bag is live on 2 of his stations. One of them had 22 viewers, the other had 11. Because this bag and the means to get it ain't making sense. Went to all the schools, got all the letters behind your name. And my class is doing all right. Got 108, 110 people in my class. Just little old me. With no runners, no none of that. No mics, none of it. Because somewhere down the line, people are going, they digging, they researching, they listening. That little black man ain't been wrong yet. They've been telling you, you need the bag. Those who got it, what changes happened? What happened? The more they throw it in your face, the more communities are in strife. We never had so many people with the bag at one time. How come all our communities look like shit? Who's doing the work? Riddle me that. Everybody's doing good. On social media, everybody's doing good. You's a bum ass nigga if you not on vacation. You's a bum if you ain't got the rings and things. You's a bum if you ain't drinking it up. Everybody's doing so damn good. Why are there so many tears in the street? Why are there so many people getting buried? Y'all doing great. Niggers is doing great for themselves. For themselves, niggas is doing great. For now. Just for now. Because it's getting ready to be another shift. And as you keep following and chasing them, you're getting lost. Boy. I can't wait to be right again. Because we know we got a Hollywood actors strike. We got a Hollywood writers strike. UPS is threatening to strike. Want to see you think that they gonna keep allowing niggers who not adding on to their shit to keep getting money. Huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Strikes, recessions, depressions, inflation. You can't outbag that. Can't outbag that. You can't outbag that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna get real thick. So then comes the question, who is working? Who's doing the work? When is work to be done? No one. Very few. Very few. And then they throw these things at you. Right? They throw these things, they're triggering you. Right? The scientist is destroying Florida. And everybody getting uptight. Getting uptight. Why? Why does that trigger you? Why do you care that someone who you believe is a bastard is acting as a bastard? Why does that bother you? Why does that trigger you? Oh, because you didn't believe it when I said it. You ain't believe that. Now, y'all didn't believe it when people who are working and woke telling you not to mess with these people, don't believe these people, stay away from these people, move, pull out. So now he says, ain't nothing wrong with old Jason Aldean's song. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because, you know, we got small towns everywhere, but got to protect them. But we ain't protecting them from who y'all believe. No. We ain't protecting them from the niggers. No. We wasn't talking about y'all. So when he shows you he's a bastard, and then he doubles down and says, you know what? We have to give the proper teaching of slavery. Oh, with some good, no, them were some happy slaves. They worked because they wanted. That was a good time for them people. Why do you get mad when a bastard acts as a bastard? You said you knew they bastards. So when they act like it, you're mad, you're shocked, you're surprised. Really? Okay. Okay. But you can't be that upset when in that same space, in that same time, in that same moment, y'all niggas is flossing Ruby Rolexes and drinking and carrying on. Everything is good. It's party. Wow, we can make going to cruise. We doing it. Because we got the bag. Yo. Can't be triggered. Can't be angry. When you are moving the way they say you move, and he is saying that he is who you think he is, what are we mad for? Y'all mad? Come on. You can't be mad. You acting as he described you. He's acting as you describe him. So how are we mad? How are we mad? Make it make sense. What we get upset for? Why? Nah, come on, man. Come on, man. That's cap. You ain't mad. That can't be mad. Because he represents the bag. That's where the whole idea of the bag came from. Whitey, remember, in the beginning of the class, I told you. They took away your universal wealth. They took away your universal value and gave you their values, their system, their beliefs of who you are. Yeah, they threw that on you. So he represents the bag. So you got to rock with that. When he says, no, that's a good thing. We got to change these books up. So the next generation know that we really some good people and we did good things to you. Right? And it only makes sense, right? That's science. That's science. Okay? That's how this shit works. What you believe is what you manifest. They are manifestations of their belief. They believe you ain't shit. Okay? When you take on their beliefs, our sons die in the street. That's just an absolute fact. When you take on their beliefs, our kids die in the street. What? What? We're sad. We're sad. It's the money class. Let's talk about the money. So in the same breath that he said that, now he's saying anybody who disrupts what we got going on is done. So what did he do? Boom. He went at Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch. Why? Because Florida puts money. Florida has stock, bread, resources we put into Anheuser-Busch. And y'all had the nerve to put a transformer in a commercial? Told the people, boycott Bud Light. Don't drink it. That's what he told. That's what they told him. And the people was on point. They was on code. And what in the hell did one of our melanated people do? This big-ass, coon-ass Charles Barkley went drunk. And you gonna mess with gay people? You. You don't think, y'all don't think that white people seen that? They said, we thought Charles was a good boy. But he just never like the rest of them. So all of them got to pay. Because they all think like him. Yes, sir, boss. They all think like him. Yeah, you right, Jeffro. They all think like him. Get them. Don't get them with nothing. Change the books. And then they went after the company. Y'all put a transformer in the commercial. Y'all dead. So now, what do y'all think is gonna happen if any of these hip-hop podcasters, hip-hop YouTube spaces, hip-hop influencers on TikTok and IG, if one of them say, I'm for black people, I stand with black people, you think they're gonna have a deal? So now all of them that got to the bag, why you think they got the bag? Why? Because they wasn't going to say or do shit for your people. So why would I have any compassion for anybody that wasn't going to do nothing for my people? Y'all got to think when you come to this class. This shit ain't that hard. Where the bag at? What did the bag do? Everybody had a chance to get it. What did it do? Russell got the bag. Diddy got the bag. Jermaine Dupri got the bag. Shook got the bag. Master P got the bag. Baby and Slim got the bag. 50 got it. What did it do? "50 years in hip hop, 30 of those years we got the bag." Fucking come over, ever try to test my square on this shit. That ain't built like it. And if you can't understand it, if your lens is not that great, then just watch my action. I'm the true representation of it. You work and you work and you work until the job is done. And I look like looking over my shoulder for Whitey to give me something. And if the people don't deem me fit to support the efforts, then so what? That don't mean I'm going to shift who I am, because I haven't been proven wrong yet. Not one of them niggas with a bag has changed anything except the drawers that they wear and the people that they got around. Be damned if I dance with my enemies. Where we going, man? Where we going? This is what we got. Dummies telling you about financial literacy as if they know what Whitey talk about. Old athletes talking about, hey, you got a problem with gay people, with trans people, man, God bless the rainbow people. Give me my beer. That's what the bag produce. That's what the bag produce. I don't want it. That's what the bag produce. But when you are in the mix of work and resources are needed for work, that is for work. That is for work. You're working. People see the work. People benefit from the work. People grow from the work. That's resources. I see many people working and getting resources and doing what need to be done with those resources, making a difference. I've never seen anyone that got to the bag do shit. That's the difference between a green screen and a bag. When you're working, you're working. When you're going to get the bag, you're working for the bag. It comes with penalties. It comes with casualties. To spell it out for you one more time. But fuck, if we're going to get to the bag, let's all do it. Everybody go get the bag. If that's what we're doing, everybody go get the bag. But don't cry when the garbage starts to stink. Don't cry when the rats come out. Can't cry because you didn't do the work. Don't cry. Everybody got the bag. Everybody's doing good. Everybody ass is out. Every bitch is bad. Every nickel is a baller. So you can't cry when the garbage pile up. You want to cry now? You want to cry now. Now you sad. Fuck. I don't change 1,000. where we at with it. That's where we gotta be. We gotta accept it. Gotta come. It comes with it. Everything. When we don't do the work, what we expect. Again, I thank my classroom assistants for holding down. It's not easy holding it down. It's not easy being in this class. It's not rewarding. There ain't a bunch of us in here. Won't always be pleasant. But it's truthful. Ain't coming no truthful. Ain't coming no more truthful. It can't. They don't study the right shit. They don't work for real. They don't. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you coming through and listening and engaging. Before I leave, though, let me get some questions before I leave. Yeah, because, and I'll give you that, Mark. They run when they see. See, they're real sharp. They go through media training. The murals tell them what to listen for, how to listen. They know when I'm coming. Because when you are doing the same thing as the others, you can't fool me. I get to the end result. You know, in between. And they all chasing, they all running for that bag. I don't care what you do, how you do it. I don't care if you're running to play basketball. I don't care if you're running to go to Hollywood. I don't care if you're running to be a comedian. You working for that. That becomes your master. That becomes your end goal. That. If you working to get a fat ass, that's your fat ass. If you working to be, number one bad bitch and eyelashes, that's your master. You got a question, what is your position on Black Power media? Black Power media has turned into a rainbow appreciating space, which limits or causes Black Power to take a back seat. That's what they're having some very disturbing dialogue on there that has nothing to do with Black Power. And then they sprinkle in, their previous stance, but somebody got touched in there. Somebody grippers got touched. There's a lot of pro rainbow things on there. And it's disturbing in the chat. And it's becoming very divisive. And when you're dealing with Black Power, you don't have any room, especially in 2023, to cause division in the ranks when we are dealing with everything at a maximum level right now. Black consciousness is being destroyed little by little every day because everybody's talking and nobody's working. Hashem, salute. Do I think Aquarius is having an advantage? I'm an Aquarius. I'm uncertain because I've never had that advantage. I always have to work. Even in the street, I always had to work because no one looks at an Aquarius and understands what they're looking at. So they misjudge. You understand? They misjudge you. They don't understand it. They don't get it. And in that misjudgment, they do dumb things to trigger you. And if you're not the right type of Aquarius, you're going to always find yourself pulling your arm up out of somebody's chest, pulling back your arm and finding somebody's heart in it. You have to know how to temper yourself as an Aquarius because you don't have a filter. You either love or you come in to hate and destroy. That's it. There's no in between. So you have to be careful. Aquarius is, no, I never felt an advantage at all. Anything else? And to be honest, Black Power Media is doing something real despicable to one of the elders who's been asking them for basic information. She's been part of the struggle for the longest. And for whatever reason, they blocking her out. So, I ain't with none of that shit. Nah. What do you think of small steps Black people can do to raise awareness? Pull out. Pull out. The more you resist, the more you pull out, the more you will be aware of your true status. The more you will be aware of how people truly feel about you, especially when we're dealing with our enemy. The minute you say no, the minute you resist, you will see and feel a hate that you never felt before, and then you will know. You will be woke at that given point. Say no. And they act like you said the worst thing in this world. Just say no. You figure it out once you feel that pain. It's a pain. It's a pain. I've said no my whole life to authority. My entire life has been one of no. What's my thoughts on Leos? I ain't even want to speak on that too loud. I got an August 15th right in here, so yeah. Did you hear about the law in Florida concerning teaching Black history? Yeah, we just spoke on that. I don't care what those people teach their people. And from what I can recall, Florida has very, very, very lenient laws when it comes to homeschooling. So all they're doing is forcing you to stay home and homeschool your children. Why put your children in a space where they're going to be miseducated? They're already getting mistreated, bullied. Come on. Word, you gonna miseducate my children about that time? Then it is my job to educate. Okay, it's all good. What's the problem? Don't care about those people. I don't care nothing about them at all. I don't want anything from them. However, this is what you need to understand. Because if they put that in print, if this is what they're teaching, if this is what they're going to be educating people on, the very fact that they're saying that slavery existed, that we were comfortable in it, that we enjoyed it so much that it wasn't such a bad thing, where are the resources from it? Why is there such a disparity when it comes to the wealth of it. So since your ass want to put it in a book and acknowledge it and then see that it wasn't fair and equitable, then that would only lend to the reparations argument. So let these dummies do that. Let them put their own foot in their mouth and then you attack it legally. If that's what you choose to do. Because once they put it in there and it's solid, y'all making this is the curriculum you want to teach. So that means that at some point that these enslaved people didn't benefit from any of the things that you said that they enjoyed doing. And you put documents to around, because I'm sure if you got a curriculum, it's going to have documents, graphs, all that. So then all this wealth was acquired and they just happily gave it to you. There's going to have to be some explaining going on. And in that acknowledgement, there go your argument for reparations. It's a problem. What's the problem? What's the problem? This ain't the only time they changed history. This ain't the only time they changed history. They've been doing it. They've been doing it. Consistently. Consistently. Not only to us, to their own. They live in lie. They live in deceit. That's them. That's them. Not surprised. I am not surprised by that. When you're in this class, you know my stand. I don't want nothing from them but blood. What are we doing? Salute, 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 Phoenix Black. They can't give me nothing. They can't give me anything. They can't give me pride. They can't give me acknowledgement. I don't want nothing from them. So as I watch the theatrics, I educate my people on the countermeasures, counter strategy, and not from a point of being reactionary. Because if you always counter-punching, you may get a few licks here and there, but no, we can't be reactionary to this. And that's what keeps happening. Whenever I ask reparations people how much is enough, they can never answer. Because you can't pay it back. That's why. That's why when I ask people how much is a bag, how much of a bag do you have to get before you do the work in the community? They can never answer. How much is a bag? How much is it? Tell me. Because everybody that has it, what happened? What happened? How much? You got 3 billionaires in hip hop. 4. 5. Supposedly. And their hoods look like shit. Their hoods feel like shit. Their kids are dying in those hoods. What's going on? How much of a bag do you need to get to do the work? They will never answer that. Because they know that there's people in the community doing the work every day with no bag. With no bag. Nigga, with no snaps on the petrol. nothing and get it done. Do I have to name the areas? South Jamaica, Queens, hurting. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, hurting. Okay? That's two. Los Angeles, hurting. Harlem, hurting. Why? The Shaw, hurting. Hurting. None of that hip hop 50 bag got to none of them. None of them. Again, it is what it is, y'all. I feel great. I feel excellent. Because there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and I will get it done. All them positive affirmations everybody have on their memes. Everything. You can be great. You can do it. You can be great. You can do it. Sitting out in the forest, sipping tea, me time on the beach. It's all type of wow. So you can do anything. The minute you speak about true unity and liberation, oh nigga, you can't do that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Watch me. Watch me. Watch this. So, and don't believe in me, believe in my belief in you. I love my people.